Testing to see. Tell me if the audio quality is good. Hello, how are you doing? Is the audio quality okay? I tried streaming earlier and the audio was terrible. WFSTP. Just wanted to go live. I have nothing in mind. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I haven't been live properly before. Today was my first. Hmm. Uh, Yep, so I'm answering questions on live. It could be about a video that has been covered on the channel, or it could be personal, like anything you want to know. But just make sure you let me know about the audio quality. If at any point you can't hear what I'm saying, then let me know. Maybe I should share my screen. Let me look into that. Yep. I was just asking, is the audio better? Can you hear me? Oh, it didn't really crash. Oh yeah, it did crash before. It did crash before. The first time I think I accidentally disconnected something. And I came back after the first crash. I came back and we ended the stream naturally. Let me pin the message. Um, you could. I think I should pin this. I don't think I've officially thanked everyone for 30K. Thank you for watching my videos. Okay, that's good. The audio is better. The audio is better. This is still my first day streaming, so I'm still getting the hang of it. With time, things are gonna get way better. Like the audio has already improved. You see, we're growing. Okay, I'm trying to put some things together for. Trying to share my screen. I still don't know how to do that yet. Mm. Oh, Lodge of the Stars. I'll be honest with you. Initially, I wasn't the biggest fan because uh, their crew honestly aren't the most interesting people. I think Pat Baracha has a very, she piques my interest because like I want to know her backstory, but like the rest of them, honestly, mm, not that interested in them. But if they're able to use Lazar of the Stars to answer a lot of the questions we've had before, then that would be amazing. I think I did a video talking about what it could possibly cover with that, going into each of their individual backstories, possibly going to colonies that are not obeying the new rules and they're continuing gem production and things like that. Maybe we get to see what's going on with the crystal gems. But if it's a show about them alone, I don't know. I just don't know if I'm very interested in. But I mean, more Steven Universe, I can't complain. Why? A lot of people tell me that. Why? Because we haven't seen enough about Emerald. uh, To Is it because of her tantrums? It was quite funny if you ask me. Yeah. So why is she your favorite character? Is it her design, her voice, or something else? Cause like we saw her twice, I think, and it was on screen. We haven't really seen what she fully looks like. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, her personality is pretty solid. Like she wasn't letting them just steal her ship and go away. What topics do you guys want me to cover personally? Cause I have over 50 topics in the archive. Like so many topics I could talk about. But I want to hear from you. And I was saying earlier, I wanted to start a fusion analysis series. I think the first fusion I was supposed to talk about was Rainbow Quartz. I've already talked about other fusions on my channel, so I've talked about Opal, I've talked about Sugilite. I think just them. I think the next one will be Rainbow Quartz um 2.0 and the bees one as well within the same video. And then I will do a whole compilation of all the fusion videos when I'm done with that. Kind of like the gem placement thing. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You could. What are you working on? I know this is going against what you just said. But I'm curious. What are you drawing? What are you working on? What's it for? I'm guessing you drew your profile picture. That's pretty cool. I'm also thinking of hosting more art contests, like with paid wins. Like I would love to give the winner, like a cash prize or something. I'm working on that. I'm working on that because I really like art, and I like to support people who, you know, puts in a lot of effort into making real art. That's going to come eventually. I will host contests, art contests, but there'll be prizes this time. I'm just so busy right now. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Really? Wow. Let me take a closer look at it. That's so cool. And yes, let me say this. I do want to cover other shows, but I feel like you guys are just here for Steven Universe. But that's fine. That's how you knew. That's probably how you found out about this channel. But there's so much stuff to watch out there. There's so much stuff to analyze. I couldn't possibly stick to just Steven Universe. Like, there's so much to say about so many shows. But obviously, like, I'm still going to come back to SU every now and then. Like, I have so many video ideas and that. I could tell you some even. Um, I wanted to make a video analyzing whether um the gem race is more magical than technological. Because sometimes in the earlier seasons, you hear the gems talk about magic. Sometimes they talk about technology. So like, what are they truly? Are they technology? Are they magic? Mm. I also want to possibly talk about how gems are made. I have a lot to say about that. So yeah, and the topics I have on Steven Universe, there are so many, but I still want to be able to talk about other shows. I didn't tell my Discord community that I was going to be live right now. Oh my god. Tiramisu. That was very funny. I just opened Discord. I saw your message. Yeah, like maybe they're asleep or something. That's so funny. No, that gif is so funny. Or Jeff, whatever you want to call it. We could just chill. Like I'm also working on stuff, so I could leave it running in the background for now. Like I've had a lot of people send me people's channels with the 11 Labs voice telling me that someone is stealing my voice. I literally put this in my bio. Like the voiceover thing, it's paid. I pay $30 every month for 11 Labs, and I said this earlier on my earlier live stream. the person willingly submitted his voice and he gets paid every time someone uses it. So I didn't really see a problem with it. I get the whole AI bad thing, obviously in art and some other aspects, but I think, you know, some things are, I don't know, fine. I'm also trying to learn more about, what it does, and I'm not an expert myself, so yeah. I just wanted to like clarify that because no, they're not stealing my voice. They also pay for 11 Labs, so they have access to the voice. Um, but some people do steal my videos and post it on TikTok. But I'm starting to not care so much about that anymore. It's just pretty annoying. I work really hard to edit my stuff and make my thumbnails, and you could say the voice is AI, but I still write the scripts. So yeah, they do steal that, but exactly. Like I thought it was obvious to everyone, and I didn't know there was a whole like faction of people who were like who found it controversial. Like, oh, he's secretly using. It's not a secret. Um, I put it on my bio. You could check right now. Exactly. Even my earliest videos. If you check my first video ever, it's too obvious that that's a voice generator. It's just that as I grew, I started like paying for better sounding ones, just not to hide the fact, but to make it easier for people to listen to. People don't like me personally. I don't like robotic sounding voices. So, and mine, I know it still had some elements of that, but I thought it was just better than what I started with. I just wanted to make the listening experience a bit better for other people. It wasn't. It's never been a thing of hiding. I just thought like it elevated the script, something like that. Well, I could. I'm also very busy, like I mentioned before. I'm a full time medical student. God, sometimes some days are hard, but so things that make my life easier, I just try to have access to them, like the voice thing. When I have those long days at the clinic, it's not really easy to sit down to start recording, analysis of stuff. So I just turn my scripts into. But with time, I could be alternating. I could put out some shorts to see how people react to that, because I know it'd be jarring. Because there are few people out there that do believe that that's it, that that's not like a voice generator thing, and I do correct them. But I'm sure there are some people who just believe it and have never like commented that, so there hasn't been any room for me to correct them. I may or may not use it in the future. Most likely, I don't know, because if I'm to put out any videos at all, I may have to still use some tools, because like I said, med school is not for the weak. Of course, I do want to do the video on gem colors. I do want to do that because I think colors are also pretty important when it comes to having gem arcs. I have so many video ideas. You guys have no idea. Like, I wish I could redo the gem placement video sometimes. I really wish I could. Because all those ideas are originally mine. I did the research. I, found the connections. Yeah, people who found these connections. While I was doing research, I found some people say some things. I was like, yeah. But for the most part, I tried my best to really dig deep into why certain gems acted a certain way, and I found the whole connection thing. But then, I know I mentioned this earlier to those who were in the previous live. When I started writing my script, there are areas where I couldn't really express myself fully, so I asked Claude to like refine some things. I didn't think refining my script was going to make it lose its substance. Like it became so generic sounding, sounded like ChatGPT generated the whole thing. So now I'm more careful when I'm writing my scripts because it's like I don't want my hard work to come out AI sounding. So I don't even do that anymore. I just proofread my work. I go over it, make some changes, cause yeah, I don't want my work to turn into slop. Or I don't want it to sound like slop at least. Okay, so I'm going to write that down so I don't forget the gem colors thing, cause I've been thinking about it myself. I have so many. I keep on asking this. What other shows? Because I feel like this fandom is like 90% Steven Universe. I need more shows more people can resonate with. Because Steven Universe won't be around forever, I don't think. Or we will surely get to a point where we've covered almost everything. So I need new shows to talk about. Do you think I should share my screen once I figure out how to do it? Mm, how do people share their screens for real? Exactly, I agree with you. But they haven't done anything. They haven't released any. Why would they do that to us? Release that banger pilot episode, then go silent. Man, I need more of that. Let me see. Screen capture. Okay. I want to show. No, would that be? No, I think that would be too much of spoiling content. I have a whole folder of I have a whole folder of my thumbnails like, for the next 6 of my videos. I have a lot of thumbnails installed, and if I show you all that, I think it's ruined the surprise of. Oh, really? Sorry about that. That's a long ass time to wait. February, March, April, May, June. That's insane, actually. Has anybody been in contact with you, um, from their end? Because that's insane. February till now. Let me show my. That's crazy. Thumbnails. I'm going to show like a bunch of thumbnails actually. Once I can share my screen, I think I'll do that. I have a code I forgot to mention. have it proper code. Mark screen capture. Okay. Quality control. Okay. Maybe. Oh, I know what that means. It's like maybe to avoid spoilers. Maybe they are waiting for the next installment of things before they send it out. No, actually, before it gets to you. I don't know. Because most likely there'll be spoilers in the book. No, don't change my input. Okay. I've seen how to screen record, but I'm going to have to close my app and that'll end the live. So maybe next time I'll show you the thumbnails I wanted to show you. I'm getting the hang of this. I am. It's gonna be better next time. Your reaction photos are so funny. Tiramisu. No, like I won't steal them. I'm actually saving them all. Okay, so Soul Eater, um, the shows y'all have told me to watch and analyze. Soul Eater. There's one more thing. I go today. My guy, MGI. I'm definitely going to get to it. I'm going to get to it. I just need a bit of time. And then I'll test run doing some shorts with my voice. The most important thing is that you all know how I sound and you guys know it's a real person behind this channel and it's not like the AI slop I've been accused of several times. Yeah, some videos are more AI than not, but that's because in my attempt to refine my handwritten script, I lost some elements of, you know, the originality. So I just don't do that anymore. So when you hear the AI voice, don't think it's soulless. There's someone behind that shit. You know, I still put a lot of work into this channel and somehow survive med school at the same time. Oh shit, my laptop battery is low. Maybe I should make this a weekly thing. So after all the AI voice content, y'all can come here and hear what I actually sound like. And we can just chill, talk. Either that or I attempt using my voice for the videos. I wanted to talk about how like the most intense relationships were shown in the show are actually pretty flawed. Cause think about it, Pearl liking Rose when her whole job as a Pearl was to do whatever her master tells her to do. Ruby liking Sapphire when she was programmed to literally die for her. Like these relationships are built on a type of mind control, a type of programming. So it's like I wanted to really analyze that and break it down. You have an amazing sense of humor. Like like everything you said has made me laugh. Toxic humor. It is, but like if we really break it down, like it's almost like one participant did not have a choice. They were programmed to love the other person. So, is it really a wholesome relationship? Because that's how it's portrayed to us. Like at least Ruby and Sapphire's relationship is portrayed as wholesome, but like I understand Sapphire liking Ruby. It's like okay, that one is kind of wholesome because it's something that had to be developed. But like for Ruby, from the get go, she was disadvantaged, in my opinion. I'll be so open to having a team of writers or like collaborators because some of you message me and your theories are amazing. Like, I would, of course, I would like credit you, because I would just love if I could get people like to have a team so we could work together, like, write. So to bring substance to the script, like see different perspectives on the topic. I don't think. Okay, that's a great question. Hmm. That's a great question because why? It's not like they reproduce by so there's no reason for them to have that in them. That's a very good question. To me, it just looks like an oversight from the creators because human beings being programmed to be romantic is understandable because I mean that's the whole way reproduction happens. But then gems don't have that. They just burst out of the ground. So there is absolutely no reason. I can't think of any. Because loyalty isn't the same thing as romance. So why are they able to feel that in the first place? Or I'm thinking it could have been a what would I call it? A mutation, a defect. Maybe feeling that is considered a defect among their race. Because with the errors and the dwindling resources, for example, Peridots were coming out different. They needed limb enhancers. Maybe the romance thing was like a deviation from the normal for them. That's why the diamonds reacted to cross gem fusion for romantic purposes, like the way they did. Because to them, they saw it as something that shouldn't exist. That's the whole reason the off colors are a thing. They probably came out wrong in one way or the other or deviated from the norm. Mm, okay. Mhm. The next time I'll probably share my screen. I think because I can't quit now. I have to restart this app to do that. So I could probably just do it, to be honest. Mm, no, next time. Hmm, that's another good question. I think all gems can do it. I think all gems can do it. And they could probably do it with other organics too. That's a good question. Other gems can do it, but different gems have different um, power sources. What's the word I'm looking for? They have different levels of power. You know, somehow Pink Diamond was able to shapeshift into Rose for like so long, but Amethyst couldn't hold her form for a couple minutes. Yeah, so I honestly think. But some people say Pink Diamond wasn't shapeshifting into Rose per se. That was her new identity. Almost like there's something about changing the part of the gem that faces outward. When it's like when a gem does that, they become into a new person. Like Spinel changing, making her gem permanently upside down. Her appearance, her new base appearance was different. The same thing with Pink Diamond changing the part of her gem facing outward. Her new base appearance was different. Maybe when gems change the part of or the facet of the gem facing outward, it becomes a new representation of them, or it's showing a different side of them. Or maybe it's all coincidence. But yeah, I do think all gems can shapeshift and can do that, but I don't think many of them would think to because they weren't programmed that way. Rose Pink Diamond, she was already somebody who didn't follow normal logic, so she was prone to doing this kind of thing, if you ask me. Y'all should definitely watch Midnight Gospel. I watched it recently. Fire. And I want to watch it again. Midnight Gospel. What's that show that looks like One Punch Man? Mob Psycho. Yeah, Mob Psycho is really good too. Vox Machina. I hear the new season came out and he has probably finished, but I haven't. It's been a while since I followed it. Oh, thank you so much. Yes. That's great. That's great. That's great. Yep, we're back. We're back. We're back. CMG, do you think the audio is better? You were here earlier. I'm still testing a lot of things. We're back. We just finished talking about I mean you can see it in the chat. What topic should I cover? I want to make a short video. Oh, that's good. That's good. I should do more live streams. Maybe next live stream. Yeah, I was going to work on I wanted to cover the placements that are not talked about in the show based on, just giving my own interpretation of what it could be. That would be amazing, but I hope they give us something we haven't seen. Because if you've played the games like I have, I think we've covered most of their storyline. I just hope it's not the same thing as the games, because I've already seen that. Yeah, definitely. I was going to make a video about that, but then I think we just have two subjects, Spinel and Ping. I don't think there's any other gem in the show that did that, so it won't be a very long video. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'll just make it a short. I'm just gonna make it a short. Let me write that down. After this live, I'll probably film it. And I'll call it a shift change, courtesy of this tired artist. Are you finally done with your drawing? Is that why you said finally? It's level 2 canon, so if they're coming, it'd definitely be different. And the games aren't available, so I doubt they'll keep the plot the exact same. That's true. That really pissed me off. I had to fight tooth and nail to get access to the third one. I wish they were a lot more accessible, to be honest. But yeah, I look forward to Lives of the Stars. Okay. Discord. What's happening on Discord? Oh, you posted it? Your OC land? Gosh. I'm on Discord right now. Stop. No, like, this is good. Is the one on the right your actual art? Because what do you mean? That is really good. Exactly, like, honestly, I don't even understand homeworld splitting in half thing. I did a theory on that. Like, that could have been the geode containing the diamonds, but a lot doesn't make sense still. So I hope they cover that in Lives of the Stars. Tira, like, is that your art? The one on the right, the wolf. You posted it in general art sharing. What the hell? Who makes a hair staircase? Oh, that's beautiful. Why are you disappointed? This is a really good OC. I can't lie. Like, I like how consistent he looks, and the whole detective vibe I'm getting. Like, it's hired detective. I don't know what Omori is. Okay, sounds like a horror anime or something. Have you seen what's the name of that girl that can't die? Tomi. Is that her name? Junji Ito. I really liked that book. I finished everything. Oh my god. Thank you. That's so nice of you to say. Thank you so much. Yeah, that hair thing, I think I was traumatized as a kid. If you watched The Ring, you know what I'm talking about. Like the black wet looking hair. Nah, that's like that's nightmare fuel. It's yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's good. Tell them it's good. Like nothing to be disappointed at. I think being someone who likes to research cartoons, it makes me better with med school because it's the same type of research like needed. You have to really go in depth with things, and I find it very fun, honestly. So who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? You said I'm a werewolf. Like you could be telling the truth. Like I don't know. That's kind of scary. I'm sure people who aren't in the Discord are like, "What are these people talking about?" If you're on this live and you haven't joined my Discord, you should probably go do that right now. Nah, you're not funny. I can't lie. Hmm. Skylar's pigtails change color along with her eye depending on how much. I just love seeing people create. Like I'm going through the OC Land Discord and I'm just having the time of my life. I'm so happy to see people make the original characters and bring the ideas to life. I don't know, it makes me so happy. If I really had the resources to, I would 100% support. Like, I'll have a whole company to support artists. All you have to do is draw. I'm just gonna keep on paying you every month. Honestly, like, but if I do that right now, I'll go broke. Yes, shame, all of you. Um, what do you mean? Do you mean like a show I like, or do you mean like another form of like a book? I can answer both of those. Like I like gaming a lot. I like gaming a lot. If that's what you mean, like other form of media besides like animated shows. I currently play Wuthering Waves. It's kind of like Genshin, but it's better in my opinion. So I love the game. Like I love indie games. I love just I realize you just have a I have an attraction to things that are not stereotypical. I like very odd genres like that. So I like games that okay, perfect. I love gaming. I made a comic when I was in school called Rage. I think that should have told my parents something. But when I was in we call it secondary school over here. So it was about actually now I think about it, it was very similar to Naruto honestly. So I think Loki de Kusumi. But I had a lot of original ideas though. I had my first superhero group was their group name was The Force. Gosh, The Force. What was I thinking? So I like comics. I like TV. I don't watch a lot of TV. I actually don't watch TV now I think about it. I don't like when I say that I mean like actual TV. I do stream. I but like cable and stuff. I don't watch. Wow, that's deep. What got you into that? Fortnite, like nah. You must have been going through something. I'm kidding. Who am I to judge? Um, books. I read Turtles All the Way Down recently. Was it by John Green? I think. I love that book. Like, and I'm not even someone who reads a lot of books, but that are not academic. So no, you have a solid point. Like for real, the blue and red outfit looks so normal to us now because it's like a big. It's become like a cultural phenomenon. But if you really think about it, like the breakdown, you're like, what the hell? That shouldn't have done as good as it did. Spider Man. That sounds so generic. Like it's you know. So you have a point there. The skins, the skins got you broke. No, I cannot be laughing. I literally just spent money on wooden waves. They do be getting me broke. Like I think everything is rigged. They just want your money. Cause nah, they just want your money for real. I think so too. Yeah, they'll probably hate it. But you can't be afraid to be silly. Like look at Smiling Friends. Smiling Friends. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite shows right now. Like it's so silly. It's so silly. But I think that's what attracts people to it. I can't wait for the new Spider-Man movie to come out. The Across the Spider-Verse franchise. Cause I've been waiting. I've been waiting. Did anyone here see the leaked Avatar movie? And if you did, tell me what you think about it. Or have you seen clips from the movie? 6, 7, 6, 7. No, I did not just laugh at that. Man, I love my mods. Shout out to them. Yep. It was definitely something. It was definitely something. I wish they would focus more of their budget on the animation because the live action. Mm, I haven't watched it per se, but I have seen clips, and I probably should watch it before I give my final verdict. But honestly, um, you know, I feel like I feel like it just didn't need to exist. It just didn't need to exist. Yeah, yeah. It's just not. They should just put their budget in the animation. I think, cause that's where they really shine. I really am going to research why they do live actions for things. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So when you say superhero horror, can you expand on that? Let me add to the ambience. A superhero horror. Someone said they made it's age of the gang, so people gonna be hurry. You mean do you mean the movie, the animated movie, or the live action? I'm going to assume you mean the animated movie. Yeah, they they did a lot with that, you know. I don't know if you all can hear the music, but that's from my derealization playlist. I doubt you can hear it. It's not that loud. Okay, yeah, the animated movie. I agree with you. I mean, 24/7 they were horny. 24/7. The whole Zuko thing about that guy looking good. The whole Kataran Ing thing. The whole Kataran Zuko thing. Because if you were sharp, you would catch that. They had a little moment. But I mean, that's what sells. I can't blame them. That's what sells. Oh, that's interesting. Why do you think so? I feel like there are things they haven't. Is that right? Uh, I think there's still a lot to explore. Like so many stories to tell with the Avatar universe. But oh my god, sorry about that. Give me a sec. I have to close my windows. Okay, I'm back. Still have a cold. Let me check out what's going on the Discord. Oh my god, exactly. Like, I don't know if it's necessarily a thing of their. Let me pause this. I don't know if it's necessarily a thing of their like political stance, but they need more real writing. You know, everything is really. It tends to be mushy, very like. We want sharp writing. Like the original Avatar had very good writing in most of the scenes, but going forward, they've just been very. I don't know how else to put it, to be honest, but just know I know what you're talking about. Ads? I didn't know live streams had ads. I'll see if I could check that out. Because, I mean, the whole point of this is for it to be free flowing and shit, not videos are where the ads should be. I'll check that out, like, for next time, like the settings. Virus cause. Okay, a virus caused the death of the human consciousness. Mind control is permanent. The mind soul sentience. She has your personality and. I'm not sure I understand that. So yes, like the villain in the movie. The villain in the movie. Honestly, I don't really feel Japanese anime. I'm so sorry, DVS. I didn't really understand that. Um, do I watch Japanese anime? I watch a lot of Chinese anime. I won't even say a lot, but some anime I watch, I don't even know if it's Japanese to be honest. I watch Free Ren. I don't know how to pronounce it. I watch Scissor Seven. I watch a lot of Miyazaki's movies, but those are more like you know. I've seen Spy X Family. Um, what else? I tried watching. I tried watching. What's that one? ReZero. Yeah, it was really good at first. It had. I won't say really good. It was good at first. It had its moments, but it got to a part where like I just couldn't continue. Yeah, I wish. I don't know what changed, but so Scar from Full Metal. I haven't seen Full Metal, and I already don't like Scar. Who is this Scar character? Oh my god. I like. Why do I find everything funny? Like, come on. Clapis is a crazy name. Is a crazy username. Clapis. Hmm. I'll keep that in mind. um, I'm texting my friend. Give me a sec. Um, Okay, he saw firsthand of a genocide on his people and has PTSD, but he's portrayed as a villain who slowly becomes a good guy. But how they frame him being a villain is very annoying. Okay, okay. Haven't seen it, but I guess I could add that to my watch list. Like they literally have someone of his race being the military and he literally says I'm one of the good. Yes, I agree with you on that. They do be writing like that. Whoa, Jester from space. Hmm. I have some pretty solid artists on my Discord. Stolen? Tira, the Jester steal that. Or is that a joke? Okay, okay. Yeah, Avatar needs better writers. Like, come on. I don't know. That's why the original is still one of the best. Yeah, Korra. I think Korra got a lot of hate, um, disproportionate hate. But honestly, the writing gave that. The writing like wasn't optimal. It just felt very. What's the word I'm looking for? Cornier than usual. Let me put it that way. But Avatar really, to me, is such solid writing. I have no notes. Yeah, yeah. You said stolen on Discord, Tira. I'm guessing it's the same person. Yeah, it is. Were you joking or did that person actually steal art? Where did I see that again? General art sharing. Yeah, I'm talking about Jester from Space. Okay, I want to know if that's actually their art or. Oh, it's not actually stolen, or like, what are you saying no to? Is he actually stolen or not? Oh, I get it. I get it. Oh, oh. Yeah, I would probably do it too, honestly. Like that's what I was just saying. My community has pretty solid artists. Like I shouldn't even be looking for artists outside because I wanted to make a gem placement like document book type of stuff, and I was looking for artists to illustrate the things I wanted to illustrate in it, like because document is supposed to cover the placements that are not in the show. So I wanted an artist to illustrate that, like the crown placement, like under the feet, things like that. And I've been looking for an artist outside, but I have a whole community of artists I could probably commission for stuff like that. But hmm, right now it's on the bench because I can see that being a lot of work. But I've been working on it, so I need to get the framework down. Then I could commission some artists. Like I even want to do for example, a garnet and lapis fusion OC kind of thing, and like represent what the combination of those placements would birth. So I need a good artist to illustrate what a possible lapis and garnet fusion would look like, just to have in the document to make it more, you know, attractive to people. That's solid, and for me, that represents somebody like, for example, in the book, I'm going to give different interpretations, but right off the bat, I'm thinking of somebody very full of herself, very cocky, cause like of the crown, cause of the crown placement. I'm thinking of a royal, not necessarily cocky. That the cockiness could be one interpretation. The person could have very refined tastes, still hinging on the crown interpretation, like a royal person, that placement. So basically, that's how I'm going to find the meanings for different gem placements. What is the spot the gem is on? What is it usually associated with? You see, even in the show, the forehead placement, that's where the is it the cerebrum is the like the part of your brain responsible for like critical thinking, something like that. But regardless, the head is associated with the brain. The chest, for example, for gems like amethyst, is associated with the heart, and the heart is the seat of emotion and passion, that kind of. So I think interpretation of gem placement just comes with interpretation of what that position is usually known for. That's how I interpret it. I say interpretate, interpret gem placement. She's my black diamond before. Stop. We can't talk about black diamond. We can't talk about black diamond. I didn't know that meme had gotten so far. And I wish I could go back in time when I was curious about what that meant. And I finally did my research and I was like, what? Why was this a thing? But it feels nice to be part of the joke. Like, there's still some people who have no idea what that means, and I'm envious of them. It's too late to fix anything. This is I this is beautiful art. Like, now I really want to host another art contest. I just need to save money so I could give y'all something for winning. Oh my god. Oh, okay. So how did you feel seeing that meme after you made her? That look he destroyed everything. Hmm. I agree. What should the next art content be? Sorry, not content, contest. The first contest I did on this channel was Gem OC. Making Gem OC with like symbolic placements and explaining what the placement means in regards to your gem. But I might do that again or something else. But this time I genuinely wanted to be paid. Like maybe first place could get $200 or something. I'm a student. I don't have all the money in the world, but I do want to make the contest like count for something. So I'm gonna think of that. Gem, beautiful. That's a good idea. Gem weapons. That's a good idea. So now I just need the money. I'm going to save up some money for that purpose. I wish I could give like first 10 people. It's gonna be probably I would give the top three. I'll probably like they'll probably win something, and then the other seven I'll feature them on like a video. Yeah, but if I could do more, I would 100% do more. So I'm going to start working towards that. I'm going to start saving for that because y'all keep on blowing my mind on the Discord. Like I occasionally open the arts channels and I just go through them. Really solid stuff. I'm going to add that to my notes. Reminder to do a gem weapons contest thing. Um, actually, that's a very good observation. Tylee is one of my favorites. Yeah, Toph, 100%. Jinx, 100%. Um, Demon Slayer. Sorry, that just shows you that he's not one of my favorites. The JJK dude. Megumi, yeah. I like him, but I prefer his powers to him as a character. The reason I find him so intriguing is because every character that has summoning abilities, I'm intrigued, by the powers. So his Shinigami gimmick, I love it. So I would say they're not my. Oh my god, the ads are still coming. Like what the? I'm not sure. I love Jinx. I love Jinx. I love Jinx. Oh, maybe you meant Jinx, like we said the same thing. Either way, yeah. Like Jinx, I like her a lot because why do I like her? Because I felt seen. Remember that people were shitting on her when she was a kid, like saying she couldn't do anything. Oh, the character, yeah, I really like her. Don't judge me. I do like her though, cause I think she went through a lot. The way she turned out wasn't even her fault, to be honest. Don't forget, she literally the intro of the show is her looking her at her like mom's dead body. I think her dad too, her like biological dad. So right off the bat, you could tell like mm, she was going to be mentally ill, and then her quote unquote brothers kept on making fun of her and saying she wasn't ready to do what they did. And every time she made a mistake, they'll call her a jinx. Come on, like she was bound to snap at some point. And then she really just wanted to help. She really wanted to help. So and yeah, she was. If you think about it, she did kill everyone, her family, accidentally, but her heart was in the right place. I really don't blame her. I honestly, I'm not mad at Jinx. I'm a Jinx supporter. And even outside all that, like I just like mad characters. I don't know why. Azula, Jinx, um, who else? I guess Harley Quinn, Joker. There's something about that archetype that I wouldn't say speaks to me because that would be sus, but like it's fun. They can do a lot of fun storylines with them, and it'll make sense because you're crazy. Not Hisoka though. That dude is creepy as hell. Another easy steal is crazy. Okay, so I'm probably going to post a video tonight, a short, not necessarily a video, about the whole the Spinel and Pink Diamond thing, about them changing characters when a different facet of the gem is exposed. I need another short video to work on. You all should give me ideas like why Jinx was right. We could. We have to analyze if she was actually, was she right? What was she even? What was her whole motive? What was her whole agenda? She turned out to be the savior that the underground people needed, because Vi wasn't gonna do it. She was the actual savior at the end of the day. I could make that because in my opinion, like, what did she really do that was so crazy? And don't say kill people because everybody potentially killed someone in that show. But I'm seeing a lot of sick movies coming out. Like, there are pretty solid movies coming out, and I don't mean hexed. Like, I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that shit. Honestly. Okay, so like I've gotten a couple of solid ideas from this live. The art contest, the short video I wanted to work on. So I guess this was really productive. Hmm. Okay. Favorite fusion and why? My favorite fusion is Sardonyx. Why? Because I I love her confidence. Like, I love her quirky nature. She's able to balance this commanding confidence with being quirky, being herself, not being afraid to be silly. She doesn't take herself too seriously, but at the same time, that doesn't stop her from that respect, that natural respect people have for her. And she's so smart. She's smart and funny. Like, I love that about her. And to think I didn't like her when she first came out, like, I don't know why. She wasn't my favorite. Like, but now she's definitely up there. I love her weapon. I love her dull joints and the sound it makes when she does those 360 spins. But wasn't she? Wasn't she? I think she was pretty bad. Like, you know, yeah, she looked like a monster, but like aura wise, she really gave bad bitch. Like you couldn't mess with her. You couldn't tell her none. But Sardonyx, she just takes the cake. I also love characters that break the fourth wall if they do it right. If you don't do it right, it becomes corny. But I love how they represented her. I love her color scheme. Like, there's just so much I like about Sardonyx. I didn't particularly like that storyline. It just always made me feel weird. The whole Pearl. I can't describe it or explain it rather. It just gave me the ick. Because to me, it reminded me of something very odd, if you know what I mean. Yeah, In terms of looks, yeah, but definitely not in terms of personality. Opal was like Opal always gives this energy of this lone elf, this mystical elf lady in the forest. Rainbow Quartz is more of a, I don't know, 80s gym instructor. I don't know. Yeah, like kidding me on Discord. Is this a safe place to say I don't think I know what Delta Rune is, or it's not even how you pronounce it? I think a lot of people on my Discord love that game, but I have no idea what that means. Like, yo, the comments. Adela, I can't pronounce it, so there's no point. This is really good art. Like, I can't stop looking at it. Jester from space. How did he do this? Or rather, how did they do this? Delta Rune, yeah. Yeah, I really don't know what that is. Delta Rune. Or Delta Rune, yeah. I see it all the time on Discord. Like, I'll look into it. But like, why do you guys like? It looks like 2 bits. You know what I mean? Like very poor quality, poor graphics intentionally. You guys seem to like those kind of graphics, or is there something I'm missing? Yeah, like, do you why? What attracts you about graphics like that? I'm genuinely curious because I thought the kind of games that used to go super viral are very HD looking games. Oh, okay, okay. The story that makes sense. I think so too. I think so too. To an extent. Maybe it's because I haven't played this one. Like I played Epic Battle Fantasy parts 1 to 5. You know, I played what other game had that type of graphic? Besides Epic Battle Fantasy, Miscrits. Yeah, I played Miscrits. Okay, that's true. Maybe one of these days I'll play Roblox with you guys. Do you guys play Roblox? When I have time, cause like keep on saying, like I need to be done with med school. I need to be done with med school. Octopath. That's another one of those type of games. I'm guessing. I'm looking up right now. Ooh, I can tell I'm going to like it. I can tell I'm gonna like it. The graphics of Octopath look very like I don't know RPG esque. Yeah, I like it. What games you play on Roblox rather? I play copyright artists a lot. I play natural disaster survival. I think that's the name. Flickr. I really like Flickr. So what type of games do you play on Roblox? I play sometimes Total Drama Island and Can't remember the name of all of them. I played this Teen Titans game and Incredibles. But I think my favorite game on Roblox is, yeah, I also play Spider. I've mastered Spider, like I love that game. But my favorite, I think that's Copyright Artist because it's very chill. The whole aim of the game is for you to pick the original art. Okay, yeah. Murder Mystery 2. Okay. I've played that once or twice, yeah. Oh, okay. This was actually really fun. Like, I think I know a lot of you. I would recognize your names immediately if I see you again. Villager, Sleepy SMR artist over here, Tiramisu, Femwave, okay. Yeah, I don't do mobile with Roblox. I can't do. I don't know how people do that. The only I do iPad for copyright artists, but then other games I use my laptop. There's no way you can successfully play mobile. Let me not say there's no way, but for me, it's a terrible experience for me. Um, that is that's a loaded question. I would love to make art. Like I do sketch. I could sketch. Um, I think I'm good at sketching. I'm good at on a on a novice level. Yeah, people tell me they like my art, but definitely can't do what you'll do on Discord. Like I can't do that. The whole digitized art. Nah, I can't do that. I can, but like I need to go for a lot of classes. But I think my art is decent, like bare minimum when it comes to like the sketching, drawing, but it's just not professional. I draw good for someone who's not professional. So, oh my god, thank you. Like that means a lot to me because I do have things in the in the works. I could let me check my folders. I've written a couple of stuff, but I'm keeping those for. Mhm. Yeah, I've written a lot of stuff. Thank you so much, Villager. There's one called Rune Souls, RUNE, then Souls. I'm working on the script. There's one called Yestertide, and even some of my very old works. I'm trying to refine them. So I do a lot actually. I love music. I would love to produce music. I would love to draw and make art. So this channel has just been like an outlet for me to do something I love doing. I love to analyze. I love to write scripts. I love to create thumbnails, things like that. I'm just a very artistic person in my head, but I don't think I have the skill that I would want to have yet. I'm still trying to improve in that aspect. So that's why when I see y'all who like do it, I'm just so inspired. I love seeing that, and I would love to support in any way I can when I can. So yeah, in a perfect world, I'll be a music producer. I'll also be an artist. I'll also be a writer. You know. Okay, if I was to make a show, it would definitely be. There's this one called Fantasia Regnum. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Fantasia. If that's how you pronounce it. Fantasia. But the name is Fantasia Regnum. And man, I get so passionate about topics like this, so I start to sound crazy. Yeah, that's the one I would want to have animated. I'm just saying the names. I realize I'm not really breaking down what this story is about, but I think that's because it's still combobulated in my head. It's not that I want to do everything. I think the whole reason I picked medicine was I was really good in biology. My Cambridge exams, I read IGCSE, if you guys know about that. And I got 5 A stars and 1 A. I was feeling like, on top of the world. I felt like my calling is in academics. So mix my results with the fact that I really loved biology, then you have someone who thought they wanted to do medicine. It's not like I don't want to do medicine anymore. It's like it's very demanding. It's very demanding. And it's a lot of practical skills, you know. Exactly. I want us to have a little inside jokes. It will be rather chaotic, you know. But yeah, like the whole medicine thing was, I feel like everybody knew what they wanted to do at my age, but then I just didn't know. I wasn't sure. So because I was good in sciences, I picked medicine. I don't know if y'all can hear that dog barking in the background. It won't stop. Okay, so yeah, so I'm currently in my 5th year out of 6 years, and boy, has it been hard, man. There's so much to remember. You're right. Like after this stream, I'll probably go study something, but it's tough. If you see any medical doctor, you gotta respect them. Honestly, like I respect them so much now. I really do because now I'm going through it. It's not easy at all. And then you mix that with the passion I have for arts and just everything, making film, um, fashion, even like I love seeing just any form of art you can imagine, poetry. My life is hard sometimes, mentally, not physically. I mean, there are people who are starving. Yes, respect nurses too. Who would stress the fuck out of Tylee? The OCs. So yeah, it's hard out here. So when you see the channel code, no new videos, nothing, just assume I'm going through it with medical school. And plus, it takes a lot. Like it takes a lot to edit the videos. That's why sometimes I get really mad when, like, some people comment like, oh, your videos are AI slop. It really breaks my heart. Not that I care. No matter what you do, you're gonna get hate comments. But knowing how much I go through to still put those videos out there while like dealing with med school, some comments really just piss me off. I'm like, yeah, you don't have to like it. But the AI infusion is usually because I don't have enough time and just other factors. Like, it's not easy to talk, um, talk about stuff, analyze stuff when you just came back from the most horrific ward rounds at the hospital you could imagine. Even that aside, it's a lot sometimes. I just want to write the script and have a narrator narrate it. Thank you so much. Why would you name yourself Midgion? I don't think you're mid or Midgeon. I don't know. Um, Thank you so much. Thank you. Some scripts, yes, I refined with AI. Um, and that's why I get why some people are like so mad about it. Because me myself, when I'm scrolling and I hear those typical AI scripts where it's like, oh, this character is not just this, but they're also this, and you know how AI talks. It could be very, very jarring. Like, ew, can a real human being speak? I get it. So as a creator, I understand people's frustrations, but I didn't always know that. I just learned that it was getting it was getting um overwhelming for consumers because everybody's talking the exact same way now. So now I make an extra effort to not refine my stuff and just do it myself, and post. Not to say I will not have help with like copywriters and I still have to make it the best version I can for you guys because I'm not just gonna publish my scribblings, Oh, okay. I don't feel intimidated. You are illustrating that journey didn't expect it. Yeah, I have a friend that covers miraculous videos. I might get into it. What's his channel again? Screen. Wait, I have to check this. I have to find out. Screen Power, yeah. So the channel Screen Power covers a lot of miraculous stuff. But I do want to get into that myself eventually if I have the time to watch it. Um, it's like a triple derivative of my nickname, or I know it doesn't make sense out of context. I just, I was just making sure it wasn't like mid, But it's a cool name. It's a cool name. Because I don't think you're mid. It's definitely easy to just be you. Thank you so much. Like, it feels good when people, can understand these things. So you guys are the ones that make this kind of videos for. Like, my whole point with this channel was to connect, with people. I love having conversations about shows I've seen and things like that. So yeah, I'm so glad to have some people on this channel that also just want that community. I have seen Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I have but just the first few episodes. I think I've seen 4 episodes. I love the animation. I do, but then from what I've seen so far, it just I don't know. It didn't really check the adult box for me. It felt very um Disney, if you know what I mean. But I haven't watched it enough to say, I don't know whether the storyline has become deeper. I just watched the first few episodes. But definitely, I'll do more live streams. Hopefully, I'll get my own apartment because some of the problems with even filming videos as well is I'm still in school. I have to stay in the school dorm, so I have roommates, the noise, so many factors. If I'm able to get my own apartment, definitely I'll be doing more of the live streams. So I still don't know if my next video is going to be voiced because the noise things, so many factors, or I'm going to use the voice I've been using. But definitely, I do want to drop some short videos with my voice just so people start to get a feel of the creator, the person who actually runs this channel. Really? You think it's that good? I'll finish it then. I'll finish it. Let me add it to my list. Okay, so I watched the summer Hikaru died. I did. It was very, bro. There was this one scene that was super creepy. The one where the demon appeared in the forest behind them. Fam, do you know what I'm talking about? Also didn't finish that one. Okay, okay. I'm gonna cover that. Should I just analyze the entire show or a particular? Okay, okay. I'm gonna do that. No, both of them. Like I'm going to. Fam wanted me to talk about the summer Hikaru died. I'm gonna look into that. Refresh my memory. Also, Moon Girl. Do you want me to talk about that? Cause you just told me to finish it. I'm gonna finish it. But if you want me to say something, I could. I could put together a script and analyze something about it. It is so creepy. It is. Oh my god, like, and that's why I love it. It's like I don't know, they make it, they do it so well. That show is creepy. Like I'm so afraid for everyone. Yo, keep on making me laugh on this down Discord. Yeah, definitely, definitely. That show is. You know the is this a spoiler? I feel like I'm about to say a spoiler. If you haven't seen um the summer Hikaru died, close your ears. But like the fact that like Hikaru is actually dead and it's just some entity controlling him, man, that will forever mess me up because I was really holding on to hope that he was still alive and a part of him. I haven't finished it, but like so far it seems like he's actually dead. If you do one girl vid, you should probably do a big vid. Okay. Season 2 has more meat, but yeah, season 1 is still good. I can see you making multiple vids though. Okay. So right now I don't even know what the beyond that is. So I will learn that for myself and then I would probably make a video about it. I think I'll finish season 2 before I get to making videos just for completeness. Just for completeness, yeah. I found out that some shows copyright is much worse for some shows. Steven Universe has become very free. Like I remember 5 years ago when I tried like putting out stuff for Steven Universe, they were so strict. Yeah, copyright was so strict. But I think maybe because the show is over, I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Their copyright is way better. Like I could do a lot. So for some other shows, they don't have as lenient of copyright, so I have to use more photos and more like edits. You know, the show's main goal, I think, is to look more at Yoshiki's health, mental illness and grief. It's actually so tragic. It is, cause bro, having your friend die like that, yeah, it's very crazy. Similar to the collectors from the Owl House, a being that wants to understand humanity. Okay, okay. Does the collector actually want to understand him? That dude is like That dude is one of them Joker type characters. Like he just does things or that doesn't understand humanity. Okay. You're gonna choke me. That is not strange. Because like I was saying this earlier, like honestly Lords of the Stars is like their characters not many people are into or care that much about. So a lot of people are waiting for Lords of the Stars because they believe they're going to use the show to talk about things we're interested in, like maybe the origin of the diamonds. Are there still, colonies that don't obey? A lot of people want Lords of the Stars for what it could potentially offer beyond the characters. So I understand you feeling that way. The character I've seen that has the most I think traction is, what's her name again? Rhodonite, the fusion, because of the story about falling in love despite them having amnesia or something like that. Beside them use being hit by the rejuvenator, they kept on falling in love. I don't know if that's canon, but I see a lot of people talk about that. Okay, yeah, he is a child. Yeah, same, same, same. Yeah, they're cool. They're cool, but um, it's just not the most interesting thing. But I think they just needed to set a perspective. So even though you're going to talk about other things, it will be from the perspective of what is happening with Lords of the Stars. Okay, true. A prequel. Yes, I would love to see the diamonds in their prime. You know, I would love to see that. I would love to see the. They could have even done a whole like rose quartz and the gems before Steven came. I think that would have pulled a lot of viewers. Um, yeah. I wanted to make a cartoon lookalikes video. Yes, I've been seeing that a lot. That Steven only perspective. Yeah, I think that limits what they can show if they make it a singular person's perspective. Guys, do you think Professor and Samurai Jack are the same person? That's such a change of topic. What music can I play? I can play one of my playlists.
I know I'm not that tall. I know I'm not that smart. But let me drive my van into your heart. Let me drive my van into your heart. I know I'm not that rich. I'm trying to get my start.
Steven
So
Universe would have
let me
been
drive
so
my
much
van into
better
your heart.
if they
Let me
did go
drive my van
dark.
into your heart. And if we got a place,
No, I think we all have that feeling. I think we all have that feeling. Trust me, you're good. I even wanted to make a video about like how Steven Universe could be better. Cause I think the whole, I say I think a lot. The whole like power of friendship thing, yeah, it kind of nerfed the show. They look so alike, right? Samurai Jack and Samurai Jack and Professor. Also Atom Eve and Gwen. Who else did I have on that list? Um, Vidya and Meg from Hercules. Yeah. Who else was there? I had a bunch of people. Can't remember now. So like, I wanted to compare those characters that look oddly alike, or look like they could be inspired by, the other. No, when I say darker, I mean in terms of, I don't know. Okay, true, true. Not even the psychological darkness, more of the fight scenes, because they did go dark psychologically. They showed how grim things get with mental health. But I mean the fighting, the stakes. This episode came close to that. More mature, exactly. This episode, where Aquamarine and Topaz kidnapped his friends. That episode was really close to that. I think that episode was exactly that. It was very high risk, high stake. You could feel the tension of, okay, these aliens are here to kill us. That vibe. So I wanted more of that. Obviously not all the time because that would kind of ruin it. But I think I wanted it to be more of that than just casual, no stakes. Hmm. Nazis. I wouldn't say, but they. If you put into perspective why they were doing what they were doing, it's like I feel like an apologist. Oh my god. No, but I feel humans are that way. Think about how humans treat species that we believe are quote unquote lower than us. To them, we were just another species to be conquered because they needed the resources. Like the way we treat plants, the way we treat some animals, like they don't deserve to live, but we do need their resources. You know. So I think it's the same. It's only villainized because we are now the victims. The same thing with Castlevania. The reason a lot of vampires are villainized is because they are feeding on humans to survive. Like they need the blood. We saw that with Terra. Exactly. We saw that with Terra. When she became a vampire, Terra was an amazing woman. She was like the stereotypical loving mother, but when she became a vampire, she needed to feast. So vampires need to feast the same way humans need to feast. But the reason we villainize vampires is because, yeah, they have an attitude about it, but we are now the victims. When we feed on other animals, it's like normal. We literally have Thanksgiving where we kill turkeys and stuff. So, yeah, I think many animals see us as Nazis. People say that a lot. People say that a lot. Steven Universe and Invincible. Yeah, because of the whole parents from um, a different alien race, and then the child has to kind of live up to what is expected of them. Dare I say, Steven Universe and Avatar are very similar, and I'm going to make a video on that. The whole having to fill the shoes of a predecessor who's no longer alive, and then people blaming you for what the predecessor did, having a team of mentors. He had the three benders. Eng had the three benders to teach him other bending styles, and then Steven had his three, should I say, aunties, alien aunties, to teach him about being a crystal gem. Look at the love interest even. Aang fell in love with Katara. Steven fell in love with Connie. They are both dark skinned girls that can hold their own. They're not like damsels in distress. They fight alongside with him. There's so many similarities. Like, let me think. The whole um pacifist nature of the protagonist, like Steven, extreme pacifist, Aang, extreme pacifist. Even to Fire Lord Ozai, Bruce still hesitated to kill him. So I'm definitely going to make that video. They are so similar. Oh my god. Yes, they are his mothers. So and even the Azula's team, that whole scene, you can it's kind of like Jasper, Peridot, and Lapis. The whole trio of girls chasing them down. We don't count that. We do not count that. We're sticking strictly with the animation. I guess they had their reasons for making her look like that, cause yeah, maybe they were trying to make it I don't know, accurate in terms of the tribes they drew inspiration from. But for me, the OG Katara is my Katara. I don't know what's going on with the live action. The age you looked up. Yes, exactly. That whole looking up to the predecessor, but then not necessarily. It's not that the predecessors suddenly became villains because I made a whole video defending Rose Quartz. I think initially they saw their predecessors as non-human, like perfect. They always knew what to do, but slowly they were learning that these predecessors were human. They made mistakes. They got tricked. They were just like them. So thinking that they were somehow all-knowing and they have to live up to that, that was the initial problem they faced. Except for Invincible, that dude was genuinely messed up. Like, he was messed up, like Mark's father, Omni Man. Mm-mm. I watched that. No, I watched that season. I was like, bro, I would never forgive this dude ever. Like, I don't care what kind of change he went through. That was an insane thing to do. Everything he did. Yeah, I ain't forgiving that dude. Mm-mm. Like, it pissed me off so bad. Yeah, Rose isn't a villain at all. And I'm still so like, how could people think that? I think the major thing was the Spinel thing. But honestly, even with that, because like the diamonds did way worse. Like, you need to realize that diamonds saw other gems as less than, like, yeah, that's her name, Debbie. Yeah. He literally ran away and had a child with an alien. Now that dude was just different. Yeah, Mark's mom's name is Debbie, I believe. Let's see, is anything happening on Discord? Yeah, yeah. I think all of us have gone through that, and there's a beauty in that because it kind of helps you too. Because when you see someone as perfect, and you're always trying to live up to them, you're going to beat yourself up a lot because you're like, why can't I be perfect like them? But then finding out that person is also human and they made their own mistakes, it kind of reduces the pressure. Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't like. Maybe I would forgive, but not. It's gonna take a while because he killed a lot of people, like, and for what? So he could conquer Earth. It was very sick, very sick. Okay, so like I was saying before, this was really fun. I'm going to try to be live more often. I don't know if it's possible next week because school, but I'll try to work on some videos. I've been writing some scripts, you know. Princess Bubblegum was she was on a different timing, you know. She was in different timing. And I also wanted to talk about pink being off color. People say pink down was off color. Do y'all agree? I've been looking into what it means to be off color, even according to Gem Society standards. I have a lot to say about that. So that is another video I'm working on. We'll see if pink diamond is actually off color. Man, I feel like I'm working 24/7. Oh my god. If it's no school, it's like this kind of stuff. But at least I actually enjoy this. School is cool too, but it's a lot of sacrifice and work. Nothing good comes easy, I guess. The arguments. Okay, pink diamond being off color. But it's like you have to look at the context of color was used in Steven Universe because we have the off colors and people assume off color just means you're structurally you're defective. Like no, I don't think so. That all depends on if white was the one that created them. You know. Oh, do you mean size wise? They'll be off color if they weren't supposed to be that size. Oh, okay, okay. I didn't even see that theory. Pink diamonds are meant to be red. Okay, that's a theory. That's a theory. I think if the diamonds were all supposed to be white size, then them being the size they are, it will make them off color. But if that was their original design plan for all of them to have to be different sizes, then they came out normal structure wise. So yes, it's kind of like a collective term for you don't fit into the standards. So it could be either physical, it could be power wise, like Pat Paracha. She's pretty solid as a sapphire, but then her powers are defective. Or it could be just ideology wise. I don't think Rhodonite is defective. Yeah, it's not necessarily colors. It's just like you don't fit the standard. So rhodonites, I think the gems that form rhodonite, they are both very normal gems. But what makes them off color is the fact that they fused and kind of ran away from their jobs, I guess. So yeah, off color isn't necessarily color wise, but I think when White Diamond used off color, she meant it literally, like because in the real world, like context outside Steven Universe, off color means what it means, like gems that have contrary hues in their makeup that reduce their value. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. So that's the direction I want to talk about it from, not necessarily her color or her size, because we can't be certain she wasn't meant to be that size, and we can't be certain she was supposed to be red. Those are theories, right? But we don't know for certain. But what we do know for certain is that she kind of strayed from her rules, her conventional roles, which would kind of make her off color by the standards of Homeworld. So yeah, that's kind of the premise of the video. But we could explore the part of her men potentially supposed to be Red Diamond. Like we could talk about that or talk about her size, but those things we can't prove them until we know for sure how the diamonds even came about. Exactly, it doesn't fit that caste system. Okay, now I really do have to go. Like this was amazing. If there's any other thing y'all wanna ask, you could do that before I leave. What fusions did you wish we got? Okay, that's it. That's an amazing question. I mean, I think everybody wanted to see Lapis and Peridot. Like, I really did want to see that because they just had a solid relationship. Thank you so much, Villager. Thank you. I also wanted to see Lapis and Pearl because I just know their fusion is gonna be intense, like amazing. You know, the next video I honestly can't say for sure because I have the scripts for some of them, but then I'll have to obviously voice it, like do the voiceover and then edit it. So it might be a while. Plus, I still have to do school stuff. But thank you guys for sticking around. Like even when I take a long time before the next video because there's just so much work to be done, and I don't want to like put out mediocre stuff. Well, I try not to. I try my best. I'm so glad you didn't miss it either. We did, because Bismuth was so colorful. Like, I'm telling you, I needed to see her. I wanted to see what she would bring to a fusion. Peridot and Garnet solid as well because they had a whole scene where they were dancing to fuse, and it sucks they didn't just make them do that. Well, I guess for story, it teaches us that not every gem can just like freely fuse like that. So I guess that was realistic storytelling, but I would have loved to see that. But honestly, mostly my top rated one that I really wanted to see for some reason was Pearl and Peridot. I can imagine what they would have looked like. Very ethereal, you know. Um yeah. Peridot and Amethyst would have been cool as well. Because I think they had you know, a little bonding moment. They had a very deep connection there for a while. So if I'm to rank it, Pearl and Peridot, sorry, Pearl and Lapis, that would be my number one, and then um, I think I would want Peridot and Amethyst more than I would want Lapis and Peridot. Yeah, if I'm being honest. So first, Pearl and Lapis. Second, Peridot and Amethyst. Then third, Lapis and Peridot. The Garnet and Peridot is cool, but if I'm to pick three, it would be in that order. So, because I mean, I just know Lapis is going to bring a lot of coolness to whatever fusion she's in, and I just know that the fusion, Pearl and Lapis, they'll probably have a Triton as a weapon. I mean, Pearl Loki already has a Triton. When Bismuth upgraded her Pearl, it had like the prongs. Yes, but it would be such a beautiful type of moody. It would be ethereal moody. I think I'm talking trash right now, but they would be so delicate, almost like Princess Diana. You know that type of temperament, very picking with words. It won't be like hardcore moody like Lapis. Yeah, Moonstone would be a perfect name. Moonstone would be a perfect name for that fusion. Yeah, I wanted to do that, but then, do you know my problem would be getting because I would love to have images to show, or I could just show scenes where the characters are interacting or individual scenes of them. Yeah, they'll be very what's the word? Yeah, I explained that there'll be that type of I don't know the word to use honestly. Yes. I second that. Green diamond is needed. Like I saw a green diamond like art. This I saw a green diamond art. Like a comic, a mini comic. Some artist did that and it was epic. I think they were going against White. Mm, I think Sapphire's personality, but like not as self assured, more meek. You know, Sapphire is very she's very self assured because she can see the future and that type of stoic personality. I don't think they'll be as stoic in my opinion. They'll be more. Um, should I say shy? Not shy. Shy is not the word because Pearl isn't shy. Lapis isn't shy. More. Yes, yes. Oh my god, bro or sis. Like that is it, Lana Del Rey. You stole the words. Like that kind of personality. I have. I have a whole video talking about the diamond origins. One of my theories was that White Diamond possibly made the other three from her own essence, but and then White Diamond probably came from um what was that theory again? Yeah, from the goddesses. I did a whole like moon goddess, sun goddess thing theory. You can check that video out. It's probably on the channel somewhere. I've done a whole theory origins video, possible origins of the diamonds. Mm, dark humor. Yeah, yeah. Cause I'm imagining Lana Del Rey, Princess Diana, that vibe, and they do have dark humor. Yeah, they would, and that would definitely be from Lapis. That would be from Lapis. Yeah, bro, got the the dad jokes and Lapis snarky. Yeah, exactly. That's bro. Y'all should really be character designers, cause look how we're piecing this character together. Oh yeah, cause they referenced the moon and sun goddess statues in the games. In the show, they reference the moon goddess in the show, and there was a sun goddess in the game. So I always thought like, because there's a goddess in mythology that can control both the moon and the sun. I always thought like, you know, they were trying to reference that. Oh my god. Yeah, I would probably say Lana Del Rey too. Like, she's just Lana Del Rey. Very okay. Let me actually attempt describing it. Very. Oh my god, there's a particular word that would. What do you call? There's a type of housing. Cottage core. Yeah, very dark cottage core. Um, almost like witchy. That type of vibe. Oh my god, I would love to see them. I would love to see that. I'd love to see that. I mean, the characters you drew. Since you're on the Discord now, or you can send it to me in my DMs. I'd love to see that. Of course, you can show art on the Discord. We have a lot of art channels. We have OC channels. We have like art sharing channels. I personally love art, so my Discord is more or less an art sharing Discord. If you think about it, that's what it's becoming, and I'm not mad at it. Yes, melancholy. That is them. Yes, that's Lana. That's Moonstone. Dark fantasy princess. Mhm. Fem, are you on the Discord? You should join if you're not. Okay, I'm going to. Wow, but this was fun. Like I've said, I'm going to leave like 3 times now, and I just can't because I'm having a lot of fun here. But yeah, we're gonna do this again. Okay, I think this is my cue. I had an amazing time here, but I actually have to get back to the real world. Oh, amazing! I think someone will let you in soon. You're gonna be in the waiting room because we've been having this bot problem. So you join the waiting room, and in a few minutes, somebody should let you join the main thing. I think. Okay. So like I said, that was fun. I'm. Thank you so much. Thank you. Fem, when you're done with the moonstone art, I would love I would love to see it. I would love to see it. No pressure, no rushing. You can take your time, but I would really like to see it when you're done. Okay, see you guys. Amazing time.